Hey guys, I hope that you're doing really great. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing some tapping triggers. So I hope that you enjoy. So the first trigger I have is this Spiderman DVD. And I got this about 2 days ago at my local pharmacy. And it says Spider-Man right there. I love Spider-Man so much. I think the Tobey Maguire movies are my favorite, though I first watched the Tom Holland movies when I was younger, but I think that Tobey Maguire is the best Spider-Man in my opinion. I love this movie so much. It's such a comfort film for me. And this is the back. It's the iconic kiss scene. So disc 1 has the movie itself, a widescreen presentation. And disc 2 has a bunch of bonus extra stuff. So we have the HBO making of Spider-Man, Spider-Mania, screen test, costume and makeup tests, that sort of stuff. And I want to show you the discs themselves. It's not so cool. And we have the Green Goblin over here. Disc number 2. I think the colors are beautiful. So that is my Spider-Man. That's fine. So next up, I want to show you, this is a set of drawings that I did, and they're of Alex Turner. And if you don't know who he is the lead singer of a rock band called Arctic Monkeys that I really love. So I drew like 3 pictures of him. There's one right here, and the lyrics say, "Be cruel to me, 'cause I'm a fool for you," which is from the song Suck It and See, I believe. And then I have this picture of him with the guitar from one of their concerts, and this photo of him, this picture of him, which I am really proud of. It was like one of those 1 a.m. drawing sessions where I just couldn't really sleep, so I just started drawing instead, and that was the outcome. And I'm really happy with how it turned out. Next we have Mockingjay, and this is the 3rd book from the Hunger Games. It says the final book of the Hunger Games right there. And I am such a huge Hunger Games fan. I love reading in general. Reading and writing are like my favorite things ever. And I love this cover. I think that it's really cool. It says Suzanne Collins, it's an author. And I am so excited for the new novel to come out next year. It's gonna be on Image, which Image is one of my favorite characters, so I'm really excited for that. My favorite character is Finnick Odair. I think that a lot of characters in the Hunger Games are so likable, so it's really hard to choose just one favorite. But I love Finnick. I think he's so funny and charming and just a great character in general. Mockingjay, the Arrow. Praise for the Hunger Games and praise for Catching Fire. My favorite movie that they made from these books is definitely Catching Fire. The beach kiss scene is everything to me. I watched that movie purely because of Catness and Peeta. And this is the inside, looks like. And this is a hardcover, so it's the jacket. And that is the book itself. It's pretty cool. Let's go to a random page and read the first sentence that I see. I'm gonna do this small paragraph actually. We spent a couple hours quizzing each other on military terms. I visit my mother and Prim for a while. When I'm back in my compartment, showered, staring into the darkness, I finally ask, Joanna, could you really hear him screaming? I think they're talking about how when Peeta was captured by the Capitol. The scene where he arrives back in District 13 was so sad. I think that Josh Hutcherson did such a great job as Peeta, and in that scene, I feel like was one of his most like amazing moments as an actor. I feel like he did so great for that scene. Yeah, that's the Hunger Games. I actually dressed up as Catness in 7th grade, and I made like my own costume and everything. So I made my little like Mockingjay pin, and I also got myself like this bow and arrow set from the dollar store, but it was this really unpleasant neon green and orange color. So what I did is I ended up painting over everything in black, and I brought it to school, and everybody was like, oh my gosh, she's Catness, because you know I've been like raving about the Hunger Games for like all the time that we've been at school at the moment. And so all my classmates, they were really excited to take my little bow and arrow sets, and they were like firing the arrows all around the classroom. It was so funny. And don't worry, the arrows had like little suction cups at the end, so you know they weren't legitimate like real arrows or anything, but it was just really funny because people were shooting them at the whiteboards, and then they were like, okay, we have to like see who can get the highest up the whiteboard. So yeah, that's just like a little memory that came to mind with the Hunger Games. So yeah, let's move on to the next trigger. So next I have this, it's a cinnamon roll lip balm, I think. My friend actually gave this to me. It's a macaron, which is kind of cool. Do blushing my cheeks. And this is from the creme shop. You can open it like this. It's kind of a nice sound, I think. This is the inside, and it's like a cinnamon scent. It's kind of spicy. Let's put some on you. Go like this. Next up, we have this Bath and Body Works. I think it's a body lotion. Pretty as a peach. This is from their signature collection. The label's really pretty. I got this as a gift one year for Christmas, but I don't really use it because I find the smell a little strong. I feel that way for a lot of products from Bath and Body Works. It's also why I don't like to wear perfume, because my nose is kind of sensitive to like strong smells. So the perfume has to be very light for me to be able to enjoy it and use it. Little beach right there. Some flowers. I don't know what kind of flowers these are. I want to say it's hibiscus, but I'm not sure. Anyone good with flowers here? And I can pop the bottle like that. It smells okay, like just from the bottle, but when I use it, it's too strong. Next up, I have this notebook. Has an interesting texture. There's an eye right here. It says, "Note taking go." And this is a spiral ring notebook. So what I have in here are lots and lots of notes on music harmony. I was a pianist for 11 and a half years, a classical pianist. I still play piano, but just for fun. Sometimes I still play classical music, but when you play classical music for 11 and a half years of your life, you start to get tired of it. But I studied music harmony as part of that. So I have like all of these notes right here. I don't know if you know what this is. The cadential 6/4 decoration of the dominant chord, also called ABB 6/5, 5/3 chord, creates a linear motion of 6/5 and 4/3 above the bass. And then it looks like I wrote a important note right here. Cross method. I don't even remember what this is about. I forgot like pretty much everything that I learned in harmony, except for some rudimentary stuff, but this is all like super sort of advanced, complicated knowledge. Very sophisticated. The anticipation, or ANT for short, arrives early by anticipating the note of the next chord. I just got tongue twisted right there. Unaccented, usually approached by step, most effective in the soprano part, especially at cadences. So here I drew an example of what an ANT would look like. Predominant chords, the 2 chord, all that complicated fancy knowledge is stored in this notebook. I'm trying to learn how to play guitar right now because I've always wanted to learn how to play guitar. So hopefully I can get myself playing well, so then I can buy an electric guitar and play rock music, because that's what I really want to do. So fingers crossed I will get there someday. Next up, I have this makeup case, makeup box. It's from Shiseido. And this is a holographic rainbow makeup case. And this is basically what I use when I'm traveling, so because it's so like roomy, I can fit a lot of different stuff in here. I have some threaders, fancy sunscreen, and my contact lens cases in there. Also, portable toothbrush. Kind of sounds a little like my brain, I guess. And the last thing I have to show you is this cat tear deck. And I got this at a specialty bookstore. There's a little cat peeking out there. I actually don't know how to read tarot cards, but I just picked this up because I thought it was cool. And also one of my favorite, probably my favorite book series of all time. It's called The Raven Cycle by Maggie Stiefvater. It talks about psychics in that book series, and I thought that it was really cool. So I picked this up, and I'll show you stuff inside. This is the little booklet that tells you how to read the cards. So, a bunch of different cards right here. This is the back. So I have this one. These are the Hierophant. These are watercolor, which is really pretty. Then this one. The High Priestess. She's got a cool witchy hat. The Magician, one of my favorite cards, just strictly from visuals. I love the yellow background. King of Wands. This kind of looks like an American short hair. Page of Wands. The Lover is also one of my favorite cards.